Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. I am your host and resident day trader and your brother in the struggle. The name is Hassan and I'm here to go over my trades. Yeah, this is my second bad day in a row. And yesterday I could blame the market. Today, ain't nobody to blame but me today. Before I get into it, man, appreciate you guys coming through. If you could hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe. It helps out the channel greatly. Anyway, I need to develop a routine in the morning, like a pre-game routine where I go over my rules again, because it's like I forget. And then when I get slapped up, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I don't trade after 11. Or, oh yeah, that's why I don't buy extended from VWAP. It's just like you just keep forgetting, and I fall into these old gunslinging habits over and over again. Like it's like I just keep reverting. The funny thing though, I don't trade under VWAP anymore. Like that's the one rule that I was able to overcome like flawlessly. Like I don't enter below VWAP anymore. So I just got to add a few more things to that list. I don't trade after 11. I don't buy extended from VWAP, you know. Yeah, but first trade here is a trade slightly extended from VWAP. I think I got a little bit of cause to you know, trading is so like the patterns that are presented each day, they're different. You know, the price action is slightly different. So it gets really hard to be super rigid about the rules. It's like you want to use them as a guideline, and you know, sometimes you got to fudge a little bit, but I mean in reality you don't. You could just not take the trade. You could literally just not take the trade. So this Apple trade was my first trade of the day, and it was great. It was pretty much the most bullish looking thing I had up on my watch list. Really strong open. Drew my high volume support line over that candle. Traded up over yesterday's close. Well, into yesterday's close. It didn't close over it, but it traded into yesterday's close. Came back down a nice hammer bar, testing through the HVS. And basically the top of this candle was the break of yesterday's close. So put my order in over that. Stop below the bottom of the candle. Quick 2R. Easy peasy. The thing I want to point out about this trade is how clean it looks. Right? Not a lot of consolidating candles. Like we got a little consolidation here, but pretty much it moves up, moves down, moves up, moves down. Right? It's clean. I would give this, I'm trying to refine my grading system. I kind of had an epiphany yesterday, like, you know, I'm going over my journals and I'm giving things a C, a B, and I'm just like, why don't I just wait until there's an A set up? But I mean, honestly, most days there aren't. Well, I'm not going to say there aren't A setups, but the A setups are few. There's lots of B setups, and there's plenty of C setups, which is a bad thing because my main struggle right now is discernment. Discernment and remembering the rules. But I mean, we got the higher high. We got the higher low at HVS. It's above VWAP, so it's uptrending. The market was uptrending at the time also. So I had a lot of things to make me feel comfortable about that trade. I'll give it a B. Higher high plus higher low plus HVS. And yesterday close plus 2R. Alright, now is where it starts getting kind of ugly. AMD trade. Notice how choppy this thing looks compared to the Apple trade. All these long tails on the tops and bottoms, lots of wide ranging bars. Like clearly it hasn't made a decision on the direction it's going. So this trade here, honestly, somebody called it out in the chat saying that it looked good. And I don't know why I just jumped into it. Like, I just jumped into it so foolishly. Like, this top tail right here is supposed to automatically disqualify an entry. Like, whenever I see this, that's a no-go. No-go. I just jumped in there, got stopped out on the same candle, jumped back in. This was stupid. So, AMD F. FOMO, blind entry. I don't know. This was terrible. And then the two trades I took after, I only took them because I lost money on the first trade. Like, these next two trades were absolute revenge trades. Like, clearly. There's no reason I would have jumped into those trades if I hadn't lost the first trade. All right, now my fourth entry. fourth entry was good. Things started to smooth out, right? Got this tweezer pattern right here at VWAP, which is a good sign. Then we trade up and make a higher high in reference to that, and a higher low in reference to that. Hammer bar, and little inside bar, and I take the break over this inside bar, stop below the last low down here. Very clean trade, took it up to 2R and got out. Good job. Let me see where my HVS line is before I give this thing a grade. Okay, well above that. That's a nice setup. I'd still probably give it a B minus. Higher high plus higher low plus VWAP plus 2R. There is no second support in play here. What is this pre-market high looking like? Okay. That's decent. Had I had that, I actually intend to usually draw a line at pre-market high, so we'll give that a B. Unfortunately, there was a fifth entry. Fifth entry. I'm gonna give that a grade F because it's way after cutoff time. Rule break. I get to a point where I feel like I'm in a zone, but I've long since determined that my trade is gone. I'm sorry, my edge is gone after 11 o'clock. Like, once all the moves have been made and the trades have been taken throughout all the levels, and now there's buyers and sellers scattered all throughout the range, my edge is gone. My edge is gone, and I just get in a zone where I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about why the rules are there. I'm thinking about, okay, I know how to trade price action. That's what I'm thinking about. But I'm forgetting why I've put these rules in place. And I put the rules in place. I don't trade after 11 because my edge is gone. Like, more times than not, I don't have good trades after 11. But again, I need a morning routine where I go over these things and remind myself why, not only what the rules are, but why they're there. I think that would help tremendously if I started each morning with that. Honestly, I should probably reread them after every failed trade as well. Yeah, I think I'm a trade morning routine for rules. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna try that for tomorrow. All right, moving along. Google. Again, it's just the setup is just not trading pretty like that Apple trade was trading pretty. I think the reason I felt comfortable about this was kind of a double bottom, but it actually went 1 cent lower, which is officially a lower low. I've done that before where I'm like, it's technically a double bottom, it's just 1 penny, but nah, man, that break is significant. The fact that it is a lower low should be respected. Grade F. Lower low and extended from VWAP. Minus 1R. And that's all I did on Google. So, cool. NVIDIA, disaster. Straight disaster, man. I'm ashamed. All right. NVIDIA is like, when I have a bunch of bad trades, I'm like, all right, one good trade on NVIDIA will fix everything. But how about 4 bad trades on NVIDIA? What'll that do? 1, 2, 3. Only got 3 trades. How am I down 4R? Probably slippage, man. Yeah, this entry right here, I sized wrong, but it didn't even matter. I still put my stop at 1R, but it wasn't anywhere near any support. But it didn't matter because it traded out anyway. And this should have been disqualified because, hold on, let me get back to the 2. This 1 red bar, honestly, is enough to disqualify it. That 1 red bar. It should be enough. There's just too much selling pressure on its way to VWAP. And share sized inappropriately, but didn't matter. Stopped me out. And then this here, man, this is not a, it's not a higher high. It just barely made it over VWAP and threw a little candle. Like, that's a terrible entry. NVIDIA. Share sized wrong. Second entry. No higher high plus higher low. Third entry. Higher high, then we got a lower low low. What's this low? 871. 03. Got 870.71. Like lower low. No reason to get in right there. And it was consolidating. You could just really stay out of these trades. Like, You don't have to. I didn't have to trade this. Like, this is $100 traded away on Nvidia. Like, if I did not trade that, this day would be not so bad. I know it seems real stupid, but like, when this stuff is happening, it's happening one candle at a time. Like, it's literally just coming through one candle at a time. So you see that and see a test, and it's just like, okay, that doesn't look so bad. It don't look that bad right there. It doesn't look that bad, but there's certain signs. This wide range bar here, that's a red flag, right? It's nowhere near HVS. Like, that is actually the best two levels of support, HVS and VWAP. When those two meet up, that's like my highest win rate right there. Like, if I would just exclude all trades that don't do that, be straight. Be straight. But yeah, I mean, it's happening one candle at a time. And yeah, just like it's tough when it's coming at you one candle at a time, man. Hindsight is 2020, but man, when you in the sauce, it's tough. You're dealing with the trades that I wish I would have taken that I didn't take because I talked myself out of it. And then, and then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to pass up this one. And it's just tough, man. It's tough. The real thing is you just can't trade everything. You can't trade everything. You got to be able to disqualify the ones that just don't perfectly meet your setup. Man, sitting on hands is like one of the hardest things for me to do. I really enjoy trading. I really enjoy seeing things play out and testing ideas. But when you got your actual capital on the line and, a potential future career, it's just so reckless, man. It's so reckless. But yeah, like these two trades are well after my 11 o'clock cutoff. Like, I took a couple trades at like 11:02, which, okay, it was like 11 o'clock, 11:02. Okay, maybe you can, if it's setting up perfect right at that time. I've had a couple that worked out really well at that time. But taking these 11:30, 12 o'clock joints, 1:30, 1:40, inexcusable, man. Inexcusable. This trade, I don't know what the heck this was up here. Oh, this was after the market crashed because of Powell speaking, and I'm just randomly risking money. Could at least waited for that. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Gold was a winning rule break trade. As you can see, the range is way down there. But this is the highest volume day right here. I mean, of the day. Would that reset it? I think it would. Put that joint right there. Okay. It's not so bad. Okay. That actually, considering that high volume, it makes it kind of takeable, but it's still a lower high. What's this? 219.56. 219.53. So we do have a lower high, but then we have a higher low at this support level right underneath VWAP. and the market was rolling over, and gold has been going up as the market rolls over. So not really in line with the rules, but I feel like my thesis on that trade was pretty solid. I didn't have this support line drawn when I took the trade, but looking back, you know, I see why it worked out. So that was a really nice 2R trade. And man, did it keep going. Man, it kept going. Traded over yesterday's close, came back down, close to VWAP, traded back up, and then we made a higher high here and a higher low there right at yesterday's close. And this was also well after my trade window, but this is the type of trade that jacks up my calibration for my rules because it's a rule break, but it worked out very well. Entered here, added here, took profit here and here. As you can see, well, I threw it all away later, right here. But I was up 5R on gold. I was up 126 on gold. Like perfect trading. And then this happened. This is also when Powell started speaking and the market was going down. And I don't know, my bias for gold to go up with the market when the market's going down is unfounded and unback-tested. So for me to have that level of confidence to just throw money at it like that, it was stupid. All this stuff, bro, I should have been gone a long time ago. I should have left right after this trade. I should have just been happy, like, man, that was great trading. Let's get out of here before we mess it up. But nope, kept on trading. 501.55. Yeah, this was just not a good trade. Not a good trade. Higher high, did not hold VWAP, traded way down here and then consolidated at VWAP. This is a terrible entry. Terrible entry on Meta. Bought break of consolidation at VWAP. Looked like it was, I mean, even this is a terrible trade up. Like it's choppy, consolidating. Kind of kept bumping his head right there. Terrible. There was no good trade here. There was no good trade here on Meta. But at least I only traded it once. Microsoft. Well, came down here, chopped around at VWAP, traded up. This kind of pullback is, I mean, I guess it's a higher low, but not really a setup, not a VWAP test, not a hammer candle. Just buying price action at this point. And it worked out. It worked out, you know, but did I really deserve it? Did I really deserve it? Basically higher low over VWAP, not at VWAP, but over VWAP. Higher low over VWAP. Rule break. This video is getting long because I traded so much today. Back down here, got a lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low, entry. Lower high, lower low entry. Another rule break. After cutoff time. Another rule break. Yeah, so today I just basically threw all the rules out the window. That's what happened today. I threw all the rules out the window, and I was just having fun gunslinging and willy-nilly trading, throwing away my profits. What is this? 622.45. So lower high, lower low, entry. After 11 o'clock. This was like 11:40. And another one. Just, bruh, trash. Like, at least if I'm going to trade late into the day, I could at least wait for a higher high, higher low to get in. At least. And Netflix, man, the liquidity on Netflix is always trash. Bruh. If I keep on like this, I'm going to have to send some money to my broker by the end of the week. All bad. Amazon. Lower high. Lower high again. And higher low for 1 second. What is this high? Yeah, 2 cents over this candle triggered me and stopped me out. Clearly this was downtrending. Pretty clear. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is the first higher low, double bottom basically. Yeah, like all this trading is just garbage. And these are some YOLO joints after the Powell sell-off, just trying to catch something. Just trying to catch something. Yeah, so today was disastrous. I think the biggest thing that would help me is to create a routine to go over my rules every morning. Not only the rules themselves, but why they exist. Like, my edge is gone after 11, so I don't trade after 11. I don't buy extended over VWAP because often it trades back down to VWAP after I get in and then gives me a great entry. Right? And really, man, all the trades need to be high volume support and VWAP. I mean, that's just it. High volume support and VWAP. That's what this gold trade was. What is this? That's my entry candle. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm going to work on tonight for sure. Is just creating a solid morning routine. I've been knowing this for a long time. I've had intentions on doing it. I have an alarm that goes off at 8:25, 9:25 market time that says go over the game plan. Also, I had a trade on Microsoft that I didn't take 2R out on. This second trade right here, I had 2R numerous times that I didn't take because I wanted 3R because it was trying to make that red to green move. Ended up stopping out break even. And then those things, whenever those things happen, it just jacks up my mindset because now I'm like, I missed an opportunity. Now I really need to find an opportunity. You know? These are the struggles, man. Stupid struggles. Like, it feels like it doesn't need to happen, but this is like the process. I guess this I've read and heard multiple traders say, you know, I just keep breaking my rules. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've conquered buying beneath VWAP, but for some reason I'm having a hard time stacking the rest of these on that list. So just got to be willing to miss the trades that don't set up. Like, this didn't set up. I got to be willing to miss that. It's okay. It's okay. Just let it go. If I just take 1 or 2 trades a day and my batting average is high and I take out 2R, but my batting average is high, that's enough to make a living. Like literally 2 trades a day, maybe even 1 trade a day is enough. Because once you prove consistency, you can just up your risk and you'll be all right. You'll be all right. So, yeah, I just keep getting in my own way. But I'm committed. I'm committed as long as I can be. Anyway, thanks for checking out my review. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow morning to try to trade my system a little bit better. Anyway, peace.